Hello everybody! Today we're going to be doing some more of the Subarashiki Hibi playthrough. This is the 30th episode actually, which is sad. Sorry, I meant to say cool. Today I think it's going to be really quite fun because we're going to not only look at everything relating to what Takuji is going to be doing with Kiyokawa out of all people, and we're going to potentially learn a lot more about her. The conversation she had with Yuki, it's going to change by the time we've finished everything here. But also at the same time, what's really interesting about what we're going to be doing today is we're also going to be descending more and more into the rabbit hole of not only seeing Takuji's delusions get worse, but also his cult. I'm really interested in what Megu will do, and obviously how Takuji will respond, because, I mean, I'm sorry, but there is no way that Megu is going to be able to do an order that is as unrealistic as the one that Takuji has imposed on her. I mean, I just wonder what's going to happen in the end. But also with, well, just everything in general, really, I think there is a lot I want to learn. Right, here we go. Let's begin. We're just going to be rereading the last bit. I was really interested, so I didn't stop, even though I probably should have. Yeah, that's how I know everything that's going to happen today is going to have some sort of relation to Kiyokawa. I just checked. I was just so curious. I couldn't put the story down, so I just read to the end of this scene. Wait, no, what am I doing? Hang on. There we are. Oh my god, that was hilarious to think about the fact that Yasuko knew so little that she literally had to ask for help from Kimika in order to get to the anime store, even though Takuji explained it so thoroughly. I just love that. No intimidation whatsoever. I'm not trying to be intimidating, but you will fucking die if you fail your order. Well, he is trying to be intimidating. I don't know, I could just imagine somebody saying, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to scare you or anything, but you failed to do my task and I will fucking kill you. I can imagine somebody saying that in, I don't know, crime drama or something like that. Maybe any TV show. Yeah, isn't this interesting? The name on my phone's display was Yokoyama Yasuko. Yokoyama, huh? That was fast. An hour hadn't even passed. She must have ridden her bike to Suginomiya and back already. Yeah, she must have... Yeah, seriously, that would be pretty fast even if she did already know where to look. My saviour. I find it really interesting about Yasuko as well, the fact that she not only doesn't know the Tsukasa or Kagami duo, I suppose. I don't know why I didn't just say the Wakatsuki sisters, but she doesn't know the Wakatsuki sisters here, but at the same time I do think she's the same person as before. I feel like she was always somebody who was very vulnerable to misinformation and also manipulation, so obviously here it's just the case that she's finally given in, and I suppose what happened before was Yuki stopped it, but yeah, I mean, to be fair, we always saw Yuki having that conversation that made her be relieved at her worries, and also the fact that there was potentially not going to be anything that was going to happen in the end anyway, but I suppose I suppose. I think it's just the fact that there has been increasing tension. There's been increasing amounts of people who want to follow Takuji. Maybe some of her friends have even started following him. She just joined in on the rabbit hole, really. And obviously, what's the easier solution? Going with your pure instinct or reasoning something out and constantly having to fight yourself, if you like, to prove your reasoning is true and not give in to the thing that looks the easiest, i.e. this. Literally buying posters for somebody on the guise of, if you don't, I will fucking kill you. I bought them. Good. And? What is it? There's someone who says she wants to meet with you. Again? Go ahead and bring her along then. I don't mind. Isn't it interesting to think about the fact that even though there are police at the school and it is an absolute... It's an absolute restriction to even go into school. The fact that Kiyokawa goes to Takuji, not only does it show suspicion beyond belief, why is a teacher not listening to police procedure, but at the same time also, why is it the case that she is quite literally going this far to talk to him? I'm suspicious of her. I am. There are police at the school right now, so the school grounds are closed off. Closed off? Yeah. Yes, because of Senagawa Sensei's suicide. They weren't here when we left the school, but... Yeah. I see. After you left, the police and an ambulance came, and the school grounds were closed off. Well, I should have expected that. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, fair enough. I'll bet you anything. Yeah, several of my friends were taking it in as suspects. Thankfully, all of the people who were gathered by the pool left the school immediately to carry out your orders, so none of them were caught. Yeah, but isn't it ironic to think about the fact that anybody in this group, they could potentially be prosecuted for this because they have seen a crime that could have the potential to go on, and yet they have done nothing and they haven't reported it to the police, because I think something like that is sometimes, I mean, in the worst situations, it could potentially be a really bad offence. I do wonder if not reporting a crime is sometimes... No, I'm not even gonna... No. Yeah. So you can't get onto the school grounds. What should I do? That's not a problem. I'll tell you a place where we can rendezvous. Dude, why couldn't you just say meet? You just have to use such a cheesy and long word. Well, anyway, it conveys the same meaning, so it's fine. Wait for me there. Understood. Translation as well, actually. There's an irrigation canal behind the school, near the old pool. Again, isn't that quite funny that he says again? Yeah. An irrigation canal. Oh, right.
そこに一つだけ柵が破壊されている。人が入れるほどの下水路がある。
There's a place where the fence is broken. You can enter the sewers from there. I find it so funny to think about the fact that he knows these things. There are probably so many places that are... Oh, I know why he knows this. It's because of the fact that he was bullied, and maybe this, in the worst of situations, is somewhere he could hide from potential attackers. The sewers?
そうだ。用水路に降りて、その入り口で待て。
God, look at how... just listen to how fucking menacing and awful he sounds. I love... This voice actor is good. They really are good. Go down to the canal entrance and wait for me there. Understood. God, here we go, yeah. Yeah, but then again, police may find you. And if they find your base, especially if they find the fact that you are... I mean, you are kind of illegally settling somewhere. You have no right to be there. So, yeah, you would be a little bit screwed. And I suppose if you're stealing school's electricity for your own gain as well, that can't go down very well if it was discovered. What else? Because he has a generator that powers his electricity and his internet. Leeching off of the school internet as well. Because he kind of is doing that. I just find it so funny to think about the fact that this takes a whole different level to watching porn on the school internet. I mean, let's be honest, there's one person in every school who has done that. I mean, I can think of a few people who have loaded Pornhub up on my school internet, but yeah, Takuji just takes it to a whole other level. Of course, the shortest route here is through the manhole by the pool. Well, I mean, to be fair, Edoges, he probably downloads them and then he just plays them without Wi-Fi wirelessly. Wirelessly? Sorry, I don't know why I said that. But, he probably plays it without internet, but, yeah. He needs internet to download it, of course. Just pray there's no network administration, there's no tracing of devices or something like that. Of course. Or the tracing of what's downloaded on the network. I don't know if that's something that can happen or not. Of course, the shortest route here is through the manhole by the pool, but that's not the only way to get here. Yeah. Actually, it would be possible to enter the reservoir tank from any manhole, since it's connected to the sewers. Yeah, reasonable, yeah. The entrance to the sewers from the irrigation canal the entrance to the sewers from the irrigation canal behind the school is especially useful. Yeah. Since the drop isn't that far and an adult can easily fit through. Oh, I see. The fence is also broken and there's no manhole cover to remove like there is here. Yeah. Fair enough, I can imagine that. Oh god, here we go, yeah. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Hang on a second, just adjusting my position. Right, there we go. Should hopefully be better, right? My chair's really started suddenly hurting my back. It's just I had a pillow that I always used that was comfortable and now it's not. fucking irritating. This is a bit more comfortable though, which I'm quite happy about. And also, yeah, I'm closer to the screen so you can actually see my face more. You can actually see my face in this webcam. So I want to see, what does an irrigation canal actually look like? I've never seen one of these before. Yeah. So I have everything pictured, I just want to see what it looks like. I don't really get many images because Bing is a shit search engine. Oh my god. Fucking hell. So this looks like what they are entering. God. So you just imagine this behind a school, and obviously with a, not really like a manhole, but rather than it horizontally going into the, well, you needing to horizontally go into the pipe in order to get into the sewers, vertically going in. Yokoyama. Yes. Just as ordered. I just find it really odd to think about how ridiculously into this Kimika is. She really is shady, if you ask me, and I still believe that she killed Senagawa. Maybe that's why she's had such a personality shift. Maybe it's just a way of expressing just the euphoria, and I can't use the word euphoria when reading visual novels. Okay, let's say another word, just rush of emotions that would come from killing somebody. Maybe this is the word. Maybe this is what she sort of feels when the climax is over and she has to adjust to normal goings on. I do find it interesting to think about the fact that they got here at such a fast time. I just find that a little bit odd. I mean, if maybe there was a really fast time because of the fact that there was a poster, maybe Kimika had already anticipated the poster being asked for or something like that. I don't know. No room for conversation, fucking hell. You mean you went along with her? God, yeah. Even though Takuji told him like 1 billion times. I'm sorry. I didn't know where the anime shop was. Yeah, fair enough. I'm the Saviour's servant, so I know all about anime. It doesn't though, seriously, that's a good point. That has nothing to do with being a servant. Anyway, you said on the phone. Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. Yes, the person I brought along was none other than...
Kiyokawa?
Yeah, Kiyokawa, out of all people. I really do wonder what her true intentions are. I just find it very suspicious to think about the fact that she is talking to us here. By the way, why are Kiyokawa's eyes so far apart from each other? Kiyokawa. You actually brought a teacher to me. Tachibana, what is this? Well, yeah, of course she would. I mean, Senagawa was a friend of hers. And if anything, they were really close friends, just simply because of the fact that, well, everybody in the school was at a different age, and yet these people, the one thing that united them was age, and obviously that meant they had a common ground in which they could probably develop a friendship on. You don't trust me, huh? It's true, she is a teacher, but she believes in your prediction. Oh my fucking god, so you're really telling me somebody like her is going to become a member of Takuji's cult? She does. Asumi is her name, right? Yeah, my god, she sounds stressed. Isn't it really quite funny to think about the fact that this is probably how Takuji would have talked to Kiyokawa beforehand? But nope, Jesus, you are so cruel. Your only friend in this school. You changed your mind because she died from Takashima's curse. Yeah, God, what an awful and heartless way of... I mean, obviously she did objectively die, but at the same time, do you, like, have some restraint? But this is the thing, Takuji genuinely doesn't care. He feels like he has... It feels like he just has the syndrome of a god. Somebody who will never, ever be able to see the significance of what is lower down and inferior to them. Oh, that's interesting. You didn't think the students knew. It's written all over your face. Jesus. Mamiya-sama is the savior. You shouldn't try to keep secrets from him. Yeah, but isn't it interesting? I mean, this is such a realistic reason for her to want to become part of the savior. And isn't it interesting to think about the fact that even grown adults, they are so terrified at what is going on with regards to the suicide, and they feel they're so hopeless, even though they could just call the police. And, well, the only thing is, I mean, this is the thing. They could make an easy move and call the police, but the only thing is they don't believe what Takuji's doing is bad. They believe that he could potentially be a salvation. And I mean, you know that it's the case that people like these, they would never normally do this, but it's just because they've had a really stressful time that they're actually going into Takuji's manipulation, if you ask me. Oh yeah, God, that's awful. Yeah, she probably feels a lot of guilt as well. You two are the same age. Oh, didn't hear him. Didn't realise he was still going on. You two were the same age and you were friends outside of the workplace. Yeah, that's why she came to you for advice about the curse mail. It's such an awful way of just representing the situation. I mean, obviously it's true, but at the same time it's awful. I was right. I felt more than just surprising her. I felt fear. Yeah, a fear of having so much knowledge about a topic that, let's be honest, you shouldn't know anything about. Oh god. Yeah, it's reasonable though. Yeah, she became as pale as a ghost. Is this Tsukasa's voice actor? At first, she thought it was just a prank. Isn't that interesting? So she insisted she was going to find the culprit and have them arrested. She said there was no such thing as a curse. Oh, really? And... yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, it's totally reasonable that she would be. I mean, she is quite literally not only being stalked, but also... well, I mean, she's not being stalked. People are giving her the illusion that she is being stalked. But also the fact that... it's interesting that she felt at first that there was something that was completely ridiculous going on. Something that it rendered a rational explanation. You could realistically explain it, but now she has just totally fallen victim to the supernatural, and it's just so interesting to think about the fact that somebody can get so scary within the course of a fucking day that something like this can happen. It really is quite something. It's totally reasonable. Yeah, of the things that you were doing, of something. Yeah, totally. Yeah, she said she felt like someone who was watching her. She looked worse every time I saw. I know it's evil what Takuji is doing. It really is. Yep. And eventually she jumped off the roof. Yeah, why was it unlocked? Yes, building C was... That's right. That's where Takashima's accident happened. Oh, this isn't going to be interesting. That accident always bothered her. Yeah. I mean, reasonable, but the only thing is... I mean, I understand that obviously that bothered her, but at the same time, it does take a strong person to be able to take responsibility for a crime. Sometimes, and I mean, this is just one of those situations, I suppose. She wants to make it so that her reputation is all... well, her reputation is all fine, and obviously she receives the least backlash as possible, so just cover it up, have job security, and let the guilt... and, I don't know, the demolition of your moral compass as well pile up. Covered it up? Yeah, that accident was a result of excessive bullying. Somebody who's also in the room. Akasaka Megu, Hitami Satoko, and Tachibana Kimika were involved in her bullying. Do you know what they had in common? God, she got it instantly. Isn't that funny? She knows all of this. The Fine Arts Club. Yeah. Exactly. The Fine Arts Club that only existed for half a year. That club's advisor was none other than Senagawa Yui. that Yui was.
知らなかったわけがあるまい。少
I
なくとも
agree,
高島
yeah.
さくらはそう思ったはずだ。
No, I agree. I mean, I'm sorry, but how? I just don't understand why you would let somebody like Megu and Satoko. Why would you let them set up a club that's in a completely isolated spot with people that I mean, she must have surely observed the fact that people like Zakuro were more vulnerable, and especially through their demeanor in class as well. Why you would do something like that is just insane. I mean, I think these people were so violent that Senagawa was probably scared of them just because of how scary they were, and obviously the physical damage they could do, because they have more violence than some male bullies. Oh. God, this is evil.
味方であるはずの教師の裏切り。
Yeah, no, I totally see that, yeah, Senagawa knew about the bullying, but she ignored it. She should have been Takashima's ally as a teacher, but she betrayed her. It's only natural that Senagawa would be hated the most. Yeah, no, I totally agree, but I find it really interesting that this is all from Takuji's perspective. I think when using reasoning, it's very unlikely that she hasn't known about the bullying, but what if there's the genuine possibility that she hasn't? It's only taking into account the truth that seems most reasonable here, I think. He's speaking as if it is 100% the case, that's what she thought, but my point is, what if it isn't? I think it's very unlikely, but still. I mean, I'm sorry, this mistake just seems too stupid to be accidental. Where's my water? Oh, for fuck's sake, where did my water bottle go? Oh my god, I literally... For fuck's sake. Never mind, it's just the fact that I'm blind, even though I'm wearing glasses. I mean, I just think this is genuinely so horrible because of the fact that not only we're talking about the reason why Kiyokawa has basically submitted to Takuji, but also, I mean, the fact that Takuji is just making her say everything about the reason why Senagawa has died, but also then rubbing salt in the wound by just saying this person was incompetent and they're lazy, and because of their laziness and, let's be honest, their bad personality, because who in their right mind would let something like this happen? Ah, yeah, your friend who has just died by potential suicide is somebody who is really, really bad of a person. I mean, I can't imagine how I must feel like if something like that happens. Because I feel so much more emotional conflict, I really would. I feel conflict about whether I should feel the grief or not as well, I suppose. Actually, it fully depends on how much you know a person. And I think the more you know a person, the more something like that would totally hurt. Isn't it funny to think about the fact that Kimika is just watching this? She is just watching. For half a year as well. Yeah, but no, I totally agree. I think Takuji's reasoning here is very, very... well, it's very logical. Oh, that's interesting. I was shown articles of the deceased after she committed suicide. Articles of the deceased. Yeah. She was getting curse mail from Takashima up until the moment of her death. Yeah, no, totally. And it's just horrible to think about the fact that the person who has orchestrated your literal friend's death. The people, sorry, I think she killed Blimmin' Senagawa. But yeah, very, very deadly. And dodgy as well. The fact that she's potentially just listening to the grief of somebody she has just murdered, and she is sitting there with a chilled out and happy, almost happy expression. It shows that there is a lot more to Kimika than we know. And then obviously that makes me question her relationship with Zakuro, and whether she was just doing it for the bullying and she faked every sign of friendship. Who knows? You saw Senagawa's cell phone? I picked it up. Yeah.
そしたらそのメールには高島さんの怨霊がユイを追い詰める一部始終が
And in those messages I saw how Takashima-san's vengeful spirit chased Yui to her death. It's so sad how much these people have lost their composure. It really is.
怨霊から送られる呪いのメールを見てしまったというわけか
I see. You saw the curse mail from her vengeful spirit.
はいでもそれを見るまではあんな恐ろしいものが本当にこの世にあるなんて思わなくてそれで私
Jesus, she really is. I mean, to be honest, I think it probably is a good idea for her to get all of the stress of her chest off her chest, but at the same time, I mean, my god, she is, I don't really know, venting out her stress to the worst people, because let's be honest, these people, they just want to hear her entire story just because of the fact that, I mean, if anything, Takuji in his head, he's probably gloating, he's probably happy and bragging about the fact that he has done something so well. Yeah, but no, I think it's totally reasonable that, I mean, I think this just really shows the extent of how bad the mail was, especially if nothing in the world could be, well, less terrifying, really. Then? I heard a rumor about you, Mamiyaku. No, Mamiya-sama. Originally, that curse was supposed to haunt the other people who bullied Takashima-san. Akasaka-san, Kitami-san, and Tachibana-san too. Yeah, no, but there's a person who can dispel the curse. That's why those three didn't die. This is the worst thing. There are so many things that seem genuinely supernatural that all have a human explanation that nobody is thinking of. I mean, how could you not think of the fact that a quote-unquote prediction is just somebody saying that a murder will happen and they will be the ones to do it? Well, you could know somebody is going to die because you're going to try and kill them. That person also predicted the time and place of Yui's death. Yeah. I see, so you came to speak to the prophet. Jesus Christ.
これから起こる大いなる災いからも多くの人間を救いになられる方、救世主。
No, you're not a prophet. You're something greater. You're going to save people from the great disaster that's going to happen soon. You're the savior. I see. Did you come here to be saved? Yes. Odd take. Odd turn that I hadn't really expected. Who do you expect to believe that story? Huh? Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, could I ask you to leave this place? Huh? Huh? Yeah. No, I don't blame her. Honestly, just listen to Takuji's advice. You are going into such a bad rabbit hole if you don't. Just listen to him, seriously. I got so scared watching Yui, watching her go crazy. But maybe Takuji's thinking, he's really quite paranoid, and he's thinking about the fact that this could potentially be a cover-up for some sort of conspiracy that is going to, for some sort of undercover investigation that's going to make it so that there's evidence of, well, evidence that can be used against him in an arrest. She was so scared of something. When I looked at her cell phone, I understand the fear she felt. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, who wouldn't? Then It's no use. Why not? Please save me too. You've deceived many people in your life. Dude, what the fuck do you mean? I mean, sure, she may have, but doesn't that really matter? Just list the amount of things people like Kitami Satoko and Akasaka Megu have done to people. You're not saving Asumi, Kiyokawa, Asumi, because of the fact that she's deceived people in her life, apparently. Oh, is he going to bring the death monologue in? The stuff he said on his sermon? I don't know, but at the same time, it just feels incredibly hypocritical. But I think it's because of the fact that she may have a chance of telling other people. And she is vulnerable at the moment, but at the same time, she's an adult. She's far more mature, and obviously, she's far more mature, I'd really hope. So when she obviously gets out of this cycle of stress, maybe it's going to be the case that she will stop seeing what she's seeing now, and then she'll report it. Deceived? God. So did Senagawa. That's why I didn't save her. Because she was a teacher. Because she was a teacher. That's right. For years, you've lied to people in the name of education. To be honest, the only part I could actually agree with in this is... Okay, if you do GCSE chemistry and then you do A-level chemistry, the GCSE chemistry is basically all wrong when you go to A-level, when it's all invalidated and you have to learn everything from scratch. They literally teach you wrong concepts in GCSE because it's more easy to establish, really. It's bullshit, but yeah, that could be the only thing I could think of. GCSE chemistry teacher. Can I just mention, the chemistry GCSE is so dumb in terms of its difficulty spikes. Like, the last year of it is just, it's so much more difficult than anything else by such a big amount. Lie to people. That's right. You teachers have hidden the truth from the people. But this is horrible. I mean, she's being made to feel bad about doing her job. I mean, even if she was somebody who has hidden the truth, this is Takuji's delusional idea of the truth as well. It's not necessarily the truth whatsoever. But, I mean, she's a teacher. It's her job. She shouldn't be made to feel bad about doing something that ultimately she needs to do. She's just trying to make a living. God, he's becoming a total asshole. No, you have hidden many truths from people. God, you can totally tell. Isn't it really quite funny to think about the fact that normally I would attribute Takuji to somebody like a teacher and Kiyokawa to somebody who's like a student, just because of the fact that, just because of their responses. That's wrong. That's not true. No, it's not wrong. You've willfully spread the lies. You've covered up the truth. That's not it. That's not. Yeah, and she didn't think of stopping it, which is fucking insane. I mean, what a lack of responsibility. I mean, I'm sorry, but I get that obviously you want to listen to the speech because of the fact that you may find it of genuine relevance to you, but what do you put first? Yourself or your students? Your students are all feeling ridiculous amounts of stress and fear. So shouldn't it be in your best interest as a teacher to protect them as soon as possible? I mean, what is it with not only the bullying in this school, the fucking psychopaths, you as well, and obviously a bunch of other people, the outright degens, and also incompetency in teaching. I mean, it's a surprise that people like Kagami and Tsukasa can actually do well in schools like this. To be fair, I mean, you could have all of the flaws that somebody like Kiyokawa has and yet still be good at teaching a subject. Like, just because you don't know how to correctly respond in an emergency, or obviously you overlook bullying, you could still do a good job at delivering the information you want and obviously helping people with work-related things. But at the same time, I think it's just, well, people aren't going to want to do well if people are incompetent at solving issues. Huh? Did you think I didn't notice you listening? God, she's terrified. At that time, you were quivering with fear. You quivered as you heard the truth. Yes, it's true. I'm sorry.
God,
he's so awful. You were fearful of the fact that you had willfully taught lies. Well, this is how Takuji imposes his beliefs on people. He's doing a damn good job here. No, that's not it.
私の意思で嘘を教えてきたわけじゃないんです。違うんです。許してください。
I mean, it's just so interesting. She believes Takuji's conspiracy so much that she is quite literally feeling threatened. She feels that maybe something's happened to her friends, so as a result of that, because of her being a teacher, maybe the same thing will happen to her. I didn't willfully teach lies. That's not true. Forgive me. Please forgive me.
自らの意思ではない。ならどうしてお前は教師などになった？なぜそのような職業を選んだんだ？
You're so disgusting. It wasn't of your own will. Then why did you become a teacher? Why did you choose that profession?
私ただ親が2人とも教師で
That's still your own will.
祖母も教師をしていて、だから私何も考えずにそのまま教師に。
It's just both my parents were teachers and my grandmother and grandfather did. Jesus Christ, she comes from a family of teachers. God, so I became a teacher like them without even thinking about it. Then again, I mean... Yeah, exactly, yeah.
自ら選んだ道であろう。親のせいなどではない。
Jesus. But it's something you chose. You chose it yourself. It's not your parents' fault.
はい、それは分かってます。分かっても、でも私、教師である前に単なる人間なんです。私、ねえ、間宮様は救世主なんですよね。
Holy shit, yeah. Yes, I understand. But I'm a human before I'm a teacher. You're the savior, aren't you?
ああ、そうだ。救世主だ。
Yeah.
人類を救う。
Isn't that funny? So he considers people like her not even to be human. Is that what he's trying to say? Yes, I'm the savior. I'm the person who will save humanity.
だったらお願いします。この私も救ってください。救ってくださいませ。
God, she really is begging. Then please save me too. Please save me. This woman, how pathetic. I agree. I mean, if anything, she is the child in this conversation, and yes, at the same time, she's meant to be an adult here. Even if her friend was killed by the curse, she's still an adult. Seriously, yeah. I mean, the only thing is it's something that is personal and something that's really terrifying, and the fact that it has actually happened to one of her friends is something that is very concerned about. But then again, why is she necessarily so scared? Is it because of guilt or what? Or maybe it's because of Takuji. Maybe it's because of the fact that she failed to notice bullying that was going on to him. I don't know why she's so scared. It's odd. So this is the person they revere as a pastor.
なるほど。それほどまでに恐ろしいのか。
Is it really that scary? Yeah, I like that. The person... Yeah. Yeah, this is so interesting. She's not necessarily denying that she was scared about the fact that she hasn't willfully taught them, though, and it's interesting because something like that, it must have really, really made you reevaluate your entire perspective based on the thoughts of one person. Is it really that scary? Yes.
教師であることを捨ててもか。それでも救われたいということか。
Do you want to be saved, even if it means throwing away your life as a teacher? Yeah, isn't that interesting? I mean, she feels so threatened that she would literally give up her career just so that her life could be saved. I mean, reasonable, like she said, she is a human being before she is a teacher, and a human being's instinct should be to fight for your life, I suppose, in that sense. But yeah, that's interesting. Yes.
なるほど。その覚悟があるということか。
Exactly, yeah. So you're prepared to do even that.
はい、もちろんです。救っていただけるならば捨てます。捨ててみせます。
Can I just mention how much of a mistake she is making? Megu said she would do anything. Look at what is going to potentially happen to her. I mean, she's just been given an impossible demand that is never going to be able to be fulfilled without either having something seriously bad done to you, or dying, or, I don't know, maybe running out of money? Yes, of course. If you save me, I'll throw it away. I'll throw it away.
と言っても、口でなら何とでも言えるからな。
Yeah, reasonable. To be fair, you can say anything, and especially when you're really in a scary and obviously provocative situation as well. You would say anything. You would say anything just to make it so that there would be no potential of you getting the curse. So you say, but talk is cheap.
口だけではありません。信じてください。私を救ってください。お願いします。
I'm not just saying it. Please believe me. Please save me. I beg of you. She really is doing anything, and if I'm going to be honest, I don't blame her. Actually, yes, I do blame her. She's behaving fucking ridiculously in this situation. But at the same time, then I think her friend has just died. I mean, her friend has just died and she clearly doesn't have... Well, her friend has just died. Rumours are going around. It seems like there's been a suicide that's connected. And I suppose you're really quite scared. Obviously, it really has hit her deeply, this, and it's just odd how even an adult can have judgment that is totally impaired.
ほう、それほどの覚悟があるということか。
Jesus. Yeah, that's not very good. Oh, really? So you're prepared to do as I say?
はい、あります。
Yes, I am.
ならば、その覚悟とやらを
Oh,
見せて
Jesus
もらおうか。
Christ. Oh no, I have a really bad idea of what's going to happen, and I fucking hope it doesn't. Well, to be fair, the police are up there, so... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'll just say 2 words, H scene. Then I have you show me your devotion. I don't like that at all.
覚悟を見せます。
These are the worst words you could... These are going to be the last words of her sanity, let's be honest here. Yes, I'll show you my devotion.
すべてを捨てる覚悟。
Yeah.
お前にはあ
Oh,
るのかよな。
Jesus Christ. Are you prepared to throw everything away?
あります。
I am.
まず、教師であること。
Yeah, reasonable. Yeah, first, your life as a teacher.
捨てます。
I'll throw it away. This is insane. But isn't it interesting to think about the fact that... Oh, wait, hang on a second. What Takuji was doing is he was thinking that... What was it? Insecurities? Or... Wait, no. Let me get the exact wording. Hang on. Okay, yeah, so if you tie it to the Black Surge, you could think about the fact that anxiety is trying to be prevented here because of the fact that anxiety will obviously dull down human perception, and it will dull down, well, I suppose people's judgments and abilities to act rationally, and also I suppose anxiety is the one thing that he wants to eliminate as somebody who eliminates the Black Surge. And obviously these people, even though they will feel anxiety here, extreme amounts of it, which is why Takuji's arguments for doing this are so backward, but yeah, I suppose he wants to eliminate it so that there's no Black Surge. He does that by obviously reassuring these people that they're going to be saved. But at the same time, I mean, yeah, you're kind of causing it as well. You're really causing it. I mean, my God. I just think it's so funny how he wants to have an idea done, and yet the more he goes into that idea, he's just taken aback and he's kind of put into a trance by everything that's happening. So much so that he doesn't do what he wants to do in the end. I'll throw it away.
お前、家族は？
Oh my God, what? Do you have any family?
家族ですか？父と母がいます。
My family? I have a mother and father.
一人娘か。
So you're an only child? The fuck do you want to know that for?
はい。
Yes.
今すぐ父親とやってくれ。
Right now, go fuck your father.
二度と同じことは言わない。父親と性交渉を持て。
The genuine fuck. Okay, this is a situation where you lie about having done it. Oh, but the only thing is, this is the worst thing. This is the worst thing. People like these are genuinely so vulnerable to stress at the moment that it wouldn't be surprising whether they would do it. And this is the hideous thing, what Takuji is doing here. I just find it interesting that stuff like this, it's totally instinctive, and he wants to get the lives of people who have tormented him within the past few years of his life and all of his schooling time, really, because of how much he's been bullied and probably, well, no, definitely how little the teachers have been doing about it. I mean, they've just given up on him. They don't even care about the fact that he's having horrible experiences. Firstly, because some of them don't know about some of the experiences that he's had. But also, I mean, Jesus Christ. He really is just putting hell on everybody that he has experienced hell from. Jesus Christ. You mean... Jesus fucking Christ, you are sick. I'll think about it as well. God, you should just get out of here. But the only thing is then, oh, are you going to be killed or are you not going to be killed? Oh, this is ugly. This really is ugly. And he's getting away with the limits of cruelty here. Basically, you are quite literally making somebody risk their entire... Well, I mean, she could potentially risk her entire validity over this. I mean, well, not validity, but, oh, what's the right word? Well, credibility as a human being, a moral compass, maybe. There are so many things that wouldn't have happened, but that may happen as a result of Takuji. Take a picture and send it to me. If you send me that picture, I'll think about it. I feel so bad. Jesus Christ. First, throw away your life as a teacher. Then, the reason you became a teacher. Throw away your You are... My parents? Well, yeah, of course. I actually really like that he mentioned this, yeah, because by doing this, by not only throwing away your job, but also throwing away anything to do with your parents, because obviously if literal incest happens, a divorce will obviously occur, but fucking hell, I mean, yeah, I can totally see how something like that would make somebody inhuman. My humanity. Well, I mean, biologically, sure. Would you call a person human after they've had sex with their own father? This is insane. Isn't it interesting that Megu and Satoko as well are people who have... Well, they've bullied Zakuro, and Zakuro is a person who is really similar to Takuji. This is just a response to grief, let's be honest. This is just a really extreme response to grief. So he's probably just thinking, you've bullied her to her death. Even though he doesn't even know how Zakuro has died. But, yeah, you should do the worst things, and you should throw away your humanity so that you have a taste of what it's like to be bullied. Well, not really bullied, but used and manipulated and violated by people. If you're prepared to throw away everything, then I'll think about it. I'll only save yourself if you make yourself into a subhuman existence. Kimika is just watching. A subhuman existence? Fucking hell. You don't have much time. Disappear for me, now. Hurry up and go do that.
ちょっと待ってください。返すのですか？こんな重要な話をしてしまった人間を
Yeah, reasonable point,
信
yeah.
用できないのならせめて監禁して。
Wait a second. Are you going to let her leave after you've told her so much? Yeah, fair. Yeah, because obviously everything here, if it was recorded, it could be used against him. And there are so many things that with a rational mind could be completely used to bust Takuji and make it so that his crimes are put to light. Wait a second, are you going to let her leave after you've told her so much? We can't trust her. We should at least have someone watch her.
その必要などない。
That won't be necessary.
覚えておけ。お前らも。
Remember this, all of you. Yeah.
高島の呪いを止めることができるということは、その逆もしっかりということを。
Yeah, and that's how you will do it. You will rule them with fear so that they will have no chance of calling the police. Yeah, being able to stop Takashima's curse also means I can do the reverse. Yeah, but at the same time, if you went out from the source of all of this poison, and if you left this school, I think leave your job, go to another school, seriously. Go to another school, and then I think you'll find that you won't die, and there'll be no Zakuro's curse. But the only thing is, obviously, she would never have that initiative because of the fact that she feels so threatened. Being able to stop Takashima's curse also means I can do the reverse. Takuji spitting bars.
あの呪い。瀬名川を殺した呪い。
In other words, I can
あ
murder
れは誰の
people.
元に飛ばすことも可能だ。
Even though he didn't even murder. I don't even think he murdered. Senagawa, I think you did. I can curse anyone with the same curse that killed Senagawa.
もし一瞬でも、清川、お前が僕を裏切ろうと考えたら、その瞬間に。
Kiyokawa, if you think for even a second about betraying me, in that very instant,
その瞬間
in that instant,
瀬名川と同じようにしてやる。
Jesus. Yeah, I'll kill you just like I did Senagawa. Oh my fucking god. He even confesses here. Wow. God, that's how you know he is a manipulator. And he knows, he feels he can just get away with anything. Fucking hell. Wow, what a wild move.
それは、橘。
Oh yeah, I forgot about the fact that
お前らとって同じこと。
Yasuko was here as well. And the same goes for you, Tachibana. And you too, Yokoyama.
私、救世主様を裏切るなんてこと絶対に
I absolutely won't betray you, my saviour.
何よ今更ですよ
God, look at her
そんな人が
eyes.
いたら救世主様の手を煩わすこともなく私が刺しますよ
Yeah, no, it's really unsurprising. I feel like somebody like Kimika is very deranged. I don't know, she's not okay at all. I really do wonder whether something like that was deliberately done by her, the throwing away of the doll of Zakuro. I do wonder if the friendship was something that was entirely a lie. I don't know. But then again though, I mean, maybe she is just similar to Takuji in the respect that she was really bullied and then this is her means of retaliation, just killing the world because it's treated her so unkindly. No respect to anyone. You don't need to tell me that. If anyone tried to stop you, I would kill them myself. Fucking hell.
まあ、信じるも信じないのも自由だ。清川よ。
Well, it's your choice whether you want to believe me or not. And you, Kiyokawa. Aw.
清川、すべてを捨ててしまえ。教師である自分。
I so hope she sees through this, I really do.
そして、人間である自分。
I feel like she will. I mean, she is an adult. That's the only reason. Oh, I don't think she will, actually. Just because of how convinced she was with Takuji's speech here. Fucking, I really, really hope she does. Oh, God, she's going to get herself into so many bad situations if she does. Well, I mean, I'm not even joking. She could become... Oh, I don't really want to say it, but... She could quite literally become, like, maybe... I mean, okay, if she does this, if she actually does what Takuji's asking and it's non-consensual, then think about what that would make her. She could become something like that just because of fear. And she could have a lifetime, well, she could have a sentence that would be really, really long. And why is that? It's just because of how fear made her act. One thing here could be so pivotal for the future of her life. It all depends on how she needs to interpret this. You are sick. Like, seriously. I can't even... you are sick. I just think it's so sad to think about the fact that somebody like this was so harmed. They're not naturally an evil person. If anything, naturally, I mean, look at how he was talking with Zakuro. With complete acceptance, with complete will to listen to her story. I mean, obviously. Oh, you can't say that because of the fact that the only reason he was interested... Sex was a real reason that drove him on to have a conversation. But then again, I mean, apart from the sex, he was nice. And he did want to listen to what she was going to say. I feel like if it wasn't for the bullying and all of the abusive family that he's had, I mean... Oh yeah, where is Hasaki in this episode? Serious question. But, yeah, anyway, that's just one of the weird questions I have about this monstrosity. But, yeah. I don't think he's naturally a bad person. It's just his life's horrible, so... Well, he becomes horrible. Obviously, a really bad situation causes this, but still. Oh shit, what now? Oh god, what the fuck? What is this? I don't like this. Yeah, speaking of fear, I don't like this change in background. It's really odd. Unsettling Ost as well, it seems. Oh god, we're going into a horror game now. Oh fucking hell, yeah, this is getting scary. Jesus, this is odd. Fear. Fear is the tightest binding. So true, yeah. I mean, not necessarily. Not in every case. But I can kind of see that. Because if you think about a binding relating to trust or respect... No, actually, I disagree. I think every single binding is prone to potentially falling. And potentially falling because of a result of changing in emotions. Fear is definitely that case. If people change their emotions, if they change the way they think about things, then their views of the situation will definitely change. But the only thing is, I mean, if you make somebody properly traumatized, there's going to be such a small chance that they're going to change that, yeah, this could be a statement that is very true. Fear is the tightest binding. Yeah, totally. Fear is the greatest submission. And this is the worst thing. People try to run from their fears. From absolute fear. And that's what she has, yeah. And this is the worst thing. She's doing something that is so... She's falling victim to something that is so sick just because of her fear. From absolute fear. And that gives birth to religion. Yeah, no, I see that. And cults as well, not just religion. Yeah. People fleeing their fears give birth to religion. Oh my god. Who was that? Oh, yeah. I didn't expect that. I'll let her swim and give her freedom. Well, this is the thing. She's so scared that she's not going to go to the police and get you... I mean, It kind of sounds like he's committed murder. Obviously, it was Kimika. I bet you, if anything, if Takuji was called by the police, Kimika would probably not confess, let's be honest here. Actually, I don't know. That's actually a really hard question. We don't know her well enough to fully give an answer, I don't think. I'll let her swim and give her freedom. Freedom wasn't given to her. Oh, yeah, I like that. That's really well written. Yeah, freedom was given to the fear lurking within her. Yeah, but no, I can kind of see that, because freedom wasn't given to her because of the fact that with her fear, she feels restrained, and she doesn't feel as if there are any other options apart from believing the person that could potentially be the solution to the fear, who will dispel the fear. But the only thing is, I mean, of course there is a freedom given to the fear, because the fear could cause a whole number of things to happen, especially if they are very unspeakable things as well. I mean, look at what Takuji is saying. I mean, it's just basically saying throw away your life so that it can be lived. Live in complete hell, but live. Ruin your life so that you can live. All of that, all of the decision to completely ruin her life and her moral compass could come from everything that's going on here. Yeah, but I see that. Freedom was given to the fear lurking within her. Yeah, reasonable. Yeah, freedom and fear have the greatest synergy. By making her free, I will convert her fear into... Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, I will convert her fear into devotion to me. Yeah, completely. Oh, Jesus. Oh. I'm actually quite surprised about the fact that these guys are being shown this secret base. I mean, I wonder why. The foundations for the new school building. Wow, I didn't know this place existed. Yeah, this is the Ark. The Ark? That's a wonderful name, my saviour. Dude, stop being so sycophantic. Only the people gathered here will be able to go beyond the world's final day. That's interesting. Go beyond the world's final day. That's right. This is a place to gather the people who will live on after the world's destruction.
ここがその箱舟。
This is the Ark.
そうだ。ここは僕が作り上げた箱舟だ。ノアが作ったものより大きく、そして強固だ。
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, this is the Ark I constructed. It's larger and more durable than Noah's.
救世主様が作った空間。
A place constructed by the Savior.
最後の日まで僕の言葉を信じる者のみここに集めよう。心清き者だけをこの箱舟に集めるがいい。
Gather the believers here until the final day. Only allow those who are pure of heart within the Ark.
はい。
Her expression looks so funny. Understood. Hers looks very demented.
すんげえ勢いで連れてきます。
She sounds like she is totally enjoying this though. I really do get the impression that somebody like Kimika has the potential to act like Takuji. Leave it to me, my saviour. I'll gather a ton of people. Oh.
私の携帯です。
Oh, I see. Oh no, what's going on? I mean, Megu's a horrible person, but at the same time, she is a human being. I get that she is an absolutely disgusting person, and I will not deny that she is fucking disgusting. But I think it's also disgusting from as a perspective of the fact that she's a human being. That somebody is doing something this awful to her and is using her this much. Where's the stuff where he asks Megu? Oh my fucking god. It's so fucking low. Oh, it's my phone. It's from Megu.
構わん。出てやれ。
I don't mind. Answer her.
もしもし。え？何？
Hello? Eh? What?
待って。刺された？
Well, it's not surprising. Fucking hell. What? Who did it? Wait, stabbed? Oh yeah, no shit! Stabbed. So one of the people I ordered to attack the drug dealers got injured.
え？あ、ちょっと待って。救世主様大変であります。西村君はヤクザの方に刺された模様であります。
Oh, 1 second. My saviour. So Megu, rather... Nishimura, well, he deserves it to be honest, but... No, what did I do? What the fuck did I just say? Well, I mean... To be honest, for his actions, it could be arguable. But, yeah, it's odd. I wonder why he was stabbed. Why is he even involved? He's not in Takuji's cult. Oh, 1 second. My saviour, there's an emergency. It looks like Nishimura-kun was stabbed by one of the Yakuza.
先ほど教えた入り口で合流しろ。そして、その怪我人も一緒に連れてこい。
Oh, shit. Tell them to meet up with us at the entrance I told you about earlier. And tell them to bring the injured person. Even the Yakuza member.
メグの主張ですと、怪我人すごい血みたいで。
Oh god, yeah,
すぐ
do
にでも
that.
病院に運ばないとダメらしいですよ。
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Megu said he's covered in blood, so they need to bring him to a hospital right away. Dude, you fucking idiot. Why are you talking to Takuji and Kimika? Just bring him to a hospital. Don't even think... Well, that's the thing. They're thinking about their lives, and she's prioritizing her existence over Nishimura's. You know something is so backward when... I mean, these people, they are in an emergency-related situation, and yet at the same time... They are asking these people here for what procedure they should take. I mean, come on, you are human beings. Shouldn't you take the procedure a normal human being should take? But no, you don't do that just because of how brainwashed you are by this cult. Megu said he's covered in blood, so they need to bring him to a hospital right away. You are an idiot. Yeah, and then, are you doubting my faith? Nah, piss off. Are you stupid? Don't you understand? All the medicine in the world is worthless compared to my miraculous power as the savior. Oh, my savior. Are you saying you'll heal his wounds? Dude, Riduru was a fucking PNG. What do you even mean? Actually, no, I can actually see that. So Riduru was a person of a higher dimension beforehand. So the fact that he has revived a person in a higher dimension as a PNG shows that if you have a being of a lower dimension, they'll probably be able to be revived back to a state that's so high that maybe it will mimic that of humanity. I don't know. Of course, Christ miraculously healed the lepers in an instant. With my powers, I can even give life to a human that has been chopped into pieces. So that's interesting. So I'd assume that they're probably trying to buy a ton of drugs, but they've maybe gone into a scandal, and maybe Nishimura being Nishimura, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to, I don't know, ask for something cheaper. Maybe it was just a scandal relating to money, who knows. Yeah, but then again, I mean, somebody is... But the only thing is he wouldn't have been stabbed if it wasn't for Takuji. He wouldn't have been, no way. Oh, that's amazing. I was right to join you, my savior. A prophet could take my place if all I had to do was make prophecies. Yeah, I'm the savior because I can perform miracles like no other. You're also a deluded little piece of shit that should probably have a life sentence in prison so that he doesn't do anything more, but let's just not mention that, should we? Don't forget that. Understood. Isn't it interesting that the more we get into this, the more enthusiastic Kimika seems, and the more obviously Yasuko is being brainwashed as well. Let's go, Yasuko-chan. We have to go. Double time. Yeah, bring them to me as soon as possible. What's happening now? Oh god, we've brought them, my savior. Jesus. Yeah. I mean, that is quite literally what is happening. Fucking hell. He looks awful. I'm sorry, I can't feel sorry for him. No. The drug dealer suddenly stabbed Nishimura. So I wonder if they actually offered their bodies up to him in the end. Well, somebody's experiencing pain, probably. Well, he deserves it for literally traumatizing Takuji, but at the same time, I mean, yeah. It really hurts. It hurts so bad. Nishimura was being held up by Akasaka and Kitami. He really was covered in blood. Yeah, no, fair enough. His sprite doesn't really make him seem like it, but yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, no shit, he's just been stabbed. You're bleeding pretty badly. You have to hurry. God, yeah, life is totally disappearing from his eyes. Help, take me to the hospital. Oh my fucking god, what? Oh yeah, Nishimura-kun. You can't die until you have sex, right? No! Is he actually? Oh my god. So is this going to be how he's going to die? So maybe he's had sex now, so as a result of that he doesn't care about the fact that he's dying. That he shouldn't care about the fact that he's dying. You said you didn't even care if you died after having sex. But the hospital. Don't worry, I'll make you healthy enough to have sex. Mamiya-sama, is it true that you can heal his wounds? Dude, what's more important, healing the wounds of a potentially dying person? Well, not potentially, sorry, a dying person. Or, oh wow, you haven't had sex with him, have you? It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's true. You still haven't let him fuck you, have you? Huh? You mean sex? Why is it important? Why do you want to know? Yeah, that's what's important. Have you fucked him? Oh, so they stole the drugs, I see. I told him I would let him once we stole their drugs. God, so this is just a total drug bust gone wrong. And that's all it took. Yeah. Oh no, I said we could have a threesome. Fucking hurts. Jeez, this is so backward. And once he's healed, let him fuck you as much as he wants. Alright. Oh, alright, but can you really heal him? That's obvious. More importantly, did you manage to steal them? Oh, that's not a problem. We got the drugs. Oh, really? Oh, Jesus Christ. There are a lot of different kinds in the bag. There were 6 comparatively large packages. Oh my fucking god, this is so dodgy. They were big enough to hold about 100 grams each. God. You found quite a lot. Jesus Christ. I got all my savings out of the bank. I held out all at 1.68 million yen in front of him and told him to sell me as much as he could. Most of the drug dealers don't have very much on them. Yeah. Yeah, no, totally reasonable. Yeah, and then you don't give any of the money and you just totally steal everything. I see. So you showed them the money and then, yeah, they brought you to their stashes. That's a pretty good idea. God, so they've done that more than once. Fucking hell. I mean, to be fair, they are on one of the worst drugs, i.e. fear. But at the same time, I mean... Yeah. Thank you. We attacked whatever dealers we found just like that. But we messed up with the very last guy. Well, yeah. And he got stabbed. Well, of course he did. They have to be desperate to sell this stuff. Yeah, no, totally. Oh, Jesus Christ, I think half a... Wait, hang on a second, he's being serious. Half a gram of stimulants goes for close to 10,000 yen. Wait. Oh my fucking god, that's 52 quid. That's insane. Half a gram for 52 quid? No. There's no way it could be that expensive. What? No, I can't believe that. This much of it would probably worth... Yeah, probably worth... be worth selling for over 100 million. How much is 100 million yen? Jesus Christ, 524,000 quid. That's unbelievable. They have potentially stolen that much in terms of value. There's no way that could be right. This much of it would probably be worth selling for over 100 million. Yeah, totally. Yeah, people get killed over that type of money. Yeah, look at the person right in front of us. And this, we got this bottle along with the drugs. A 2-litre bottle of what, like a really rare alcohol? God, that's so dodgy. Who the fuck would just think, ah yes, a really, really odd and colourless and transparent liquid. Ah yes, let's ingest this into my fucking system. Who would think that? Jesus Christ. A third of the 2-litre bottle was filled with the liquid. It was colourless and transparent. This must be some kind of drug too. I can figure out what this is later. Carry Nishimura into the back. The back? Yeah, behind that wall. Ow, it hurts so bad. So I wonder if he is actually going to try and save him. I do wonder. Yeah, it looked like he was still alert. His face was pale, but that was probably just anemia. Yeah. A miracle. He's even going to save him. He doesn't have any remorse. Who would want to save a person as shit as this? But then again, at the same time, I mean... Yeah, he's doing it to prove a point. Christ was said to be able to turn stones into bread. Yeah, fair. Yeah, of course. I should be able to do the same thing. Stone to bread. Holy surge radiated from my right hand. The holy surge can make anything holy. Even the evil drugs that Akasaka and the others stole. I can turn them into holy drugs. How do you turn it? What the fuck is a holy drug? That's just that is the most oxymoronic thing I've heard all day. I changed the arrangement of his molecules to match the picture in my mind. Modern science still hasn't discovered this arrangement of molecules. It's called the ultimate material. Oh, so this is a genuine concept, rather than just something that deluded Takuji has made up. The ultimate material that was said to have been created in medieval Europe by the alchemist Paracelsus. Ah, right. He called it elixir. But I thought this. How does this link to immortality? Oh my god, this guy's really trying to tie it to the Hodai elixir. Of course I would be. I mean, I'm a Toho addict anyway. I'm not actually an addict, I can monitor my addiction. Like, I only game in the weekends and holidays or half terms. Anyway. If you drink this all-purpose miracle potion, you can be cured of any disease. My holy surge can change any drug into an elixir. This is so ridiculous. Oh shit, what's gonna happen? I felt a moment of vertigo. That was the sign I had succeeded in rearranging the drug's molecules. Now these drugs have been transformed into elixir. Oh my god. So this guy is quite literally getting powdered drugs and then rearranging the molecules just by instinct, obviously. No scientific explanation in it whatsoever. And then he is spreading it on the wound and then he's saying that that's going to make it okay. I mean, there was like a no placebo effect can cause something like this to work. But the only thing is, if it works, Ayana's definitely interfering with the plot. Can I just mention that? This is impossible. I spread it on Nishimura's wound. I think it's so funny. A person who's probably bought a lot of drugs and has obviously probably dealt drugs. I mean, oh, okay, come on. These people have so little restraint that they literally did LSD on a fucking rooftop. But, well, that they could have fallen down on. But anyway, I mean, yeah, now when he's dying, his wounds are quite literally being covered with holy surge drugs, apparently. Ow. Just a little should suffice. There wouldn't be any adverse effects if I used a lot, but it's effective even with just a little bit. Well, that's what they always say. If you hear stinging, that is a potential sign of change. His face warped in pain for a moment. I immediately took medical glue out of my toolbox and carefully closed this wound. I also sent Holy Surge directly into him, which worked as a second all-purpose miracle drug. After a few seconds, I pressed up on his wound and... Success. The wound was completely healed. What the fuck? I watched him for a few minutes. Colour came back into his face as I watched. Why? It's not a very good thing. His face is changing colour by the second, turning white, the holy colour. Or proof that he is becoming so pale? Proof that he's been purified. How is it? Huh? That's so weird. I don't even think he's lying as well. It doesn't hurt at all. It doesn't, does it? Why? It really doesn't hurt. I washed his wound and lent him a change of clothes. Why are you being so nice to him? Well, like I said, to maintain an appearance. He would never normally want to be nice to a person that is this horrible. This person is a reason of his trauma. Without people like him, there never ever would have been something like this incident occurring. I washed his wound and lent him a change of clothes. no more blood flowed from the healed wound. But I suppose in the sense of being a saviour, he's, no matter how horrible the person is, they are still people of the same species, so you treat them with the same, I don't know, respect, really? And then obviously that means that you attribute the same amount of resources and emotional investment into them as you would with any other person. The miracle was complete. Yeah, I don't blame everybody for being shocked. I mean, let's be honest, why would somebody like this not be able to be totally followed? Because this is the thing, and this is the thing that's really weird. He operates on fear, but at the same time, he is kind of like Jesus in a way. I don't know anything about the Bible, if I'm going to be honest, but I mean, he is kind of like Jesus, just in the way that he has supernatural powers that people would obviously want to come together for. And this is why his message is so powerful and valid, because now the stories like these are going to be told. Yeah. This is so weird. Let's just reread. I just think it's genuinely, it's really interesting how this, if you ask me, it shows manipulation on multiple levels. Firstly, it shows the fact that obviously we are completely manipulating Megu, so obviously she will, but she then manipulates, well, I mean, to be fair, it is kind of manipulation, but at the same time, it is something that is genuinely going to happen. It's not manipulation for a false promise, but at the same time, Nishimura isn't to know that the promise is false or not. But basically, what I'm trying to say is the fact that she's saying, oh, do this really, really deadly deed. And I mean, if it wasn't for Takuji being a literal god, he would have died totally. Yeah, it's so weird about the fact that Takuji genuinely has power. There is somebody behind the scenes who is encouraging this, because there is no way somebody like him could have possibly done that. Or maybe this is all just a delusion and this plot is going like he wants it to go to. Maybe he is the one who is in control of this plot. Who knows? I think the real way to make him come to peace of his death, fuck him. No, I don't know, like get Megu or Satoko to fuck him so that he's then technically had sex and then he can die peacefully. Ah yes, Takuji has done the savior related activity. Nah, I'm just kidding. That'd be so funny if he did that though. And if I'm going to be honest, he has technically had sex already if you count Takuji as somebody who would count as someone who's had sex with him. I mean, he literally got Takuji to suck his dick, so I mean, it does sound like it. But he doesn't count it because it's not with a girl. Or he's a paedophile. But, yeah.
Ah, 本当だ。それより、西村にはまだやらせてないんだろう。
Oh, right, okay. So it's totally different words. Just feels weird that you'd say this after this. I mean, wouldn't that be implied? Dunno. Yeah, but isn't it interesting to think about the fact that that is what is important? The sex is important. The complete degradation of Megu is important. I.e. Megu throwing away everything. Oh, I know what it is. Throw away your faith to the boyfriend that she once had. Throw away the faith to everything so that she can be saved. And also throw away all do a small contribution to throwing away all anxiety, because I suppose by fucking somebody you are going to get rid of their anxiety of not being able to have somebody to fuck. Takuji Logic 101. Gotta love it. It's so crap. It really is. Never done this before. Might actually try wearing a blanket like this. So I'm fucking cold. Let's see if it works. Looks like I'm wearing a poncho or something. Interesting that that's important though. He wants to degrade bullies and the people who have hurt his lover, his would-be lover, so much. It's funny that Zakudon may have had the possibility of separating with him or not accepting his love or something like that. I think it was unlikely, but there still was a chance, as the relationship could have progressed. And yet he's all doing this just for the assumption that that wouldn't happen. He's all doing this for the girl he likes, not even the girl he loves. Yeah. Isn't it interesting also showing Nishibura fucking desperate for sex, let's be honest here. But at the same time, I mean, he would do anything for it. He would literally risk his life just so that he could have sex. I mean, how desperate and sad do you have to be in order to make that something that applies to you? And this is insane what Takuji's saying here. It really is. I mean, my god. Talk about treating people as objects. Well, he's just relaying the behaviour he's received from bullies over the years, really. It's a proper dirty plan. It worked here, but... Well, no, it didn't work. It worked every other time, but it didn't work here. Yeah. It's odd that he feels vertigo after this, by the way, can I just mention? I don't really know how you could tie that to the Black Surge, so if anything it's kind of the opposite, because I suppose the Black Surge is, it's the increase of anxiety, whereas this is the decreasing anxiety, i.e. making it so that somebody stabbed is saved. I mean, of course they're going to feel with decreasing anxiety, they're going to feel as if their life has completely been turned around because of the fact that he's been permitted to live. Yeah. Medical glue. It's actually a thing. Oh my god, it is. What? I can't believe this. Okay, I don't really think I'd trust buying it online, but still. Look at this. This is really dodgy. Wait. Ah yes, I'm going to treat my stab wound from... Wait, what? Why is my... Oh my fucking god, why is my layout different? Oh wait, no, I'm just being stupid. Ah yes, I'm gonna treat my stab wound from something from Temu. Yes, this is a good idea. Hang on. There we are, that's better. Just wanted to shift my webcam to the center. That's the best thing I've seen all day. God, you can buy things that you would inject into your body technically because it is on a wound from Temu. Who would do that to themselves? Well, to be fair, some people would, but still, why? That's actually really quite interesting to think about the fact that Takuji uses, despite being the saviour, a tool that a human being would use. It shows that even though he is the saviour, he uses everything in humanity to his advantage. Because I completely healed a person who was on the verge of death in the span of a few minutes. Yeah, no, totally. Not even the newest medicine and finest hospitals could do what I just did. Oh, I agree, yeah. Oh god, now I know why he's excited. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt anymore. Seriously? Seriously, it doesn't hurt at all. Not at all. Oh, Jesus. Chatter. Chatter, chatter, chatter. A lot of commotion. Oh, yeah. He literally used the word I used. The rustling changed into a commotion. And then they... Oh yeah, now it's beginning. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. He's the savior. There were a lot of people. It was dark. The people in the back probably couldn't see me very well. I couldn't tell how many people were gathered there. Yeah, totally. They weren't all wearing school uniforms. There were even some more that looked too old to be in school. I opened my mouth, but those quiet words were drowned out in the commotion. The crowd didn't know I was trying to speak, but... Oh, you just drown in the praise. This is a pretty good atmosphere. Now then. What about her? Oh, I see. When Tachibana noticed that I was trying to say something, she shouted. Be quiet. I quietly stopped her from yelling and silencing everyone. Yeah, because he loves it. It'll be fine just like this. Just like this. Yeah, I started talking in whispers. The people in the front row who could see me stopped yelling. Yeah, they were eager to hear what I was saying. They stopped yelling. I revealed the truth in whispers. Slowly revealed its outline. The world is incomplete. That is certain fact. The world is filled with lies because it is incomplete. Everybody calmly speaks of inequality. Equality even. Yeah, reasonable though, yeah. Yeah, I agree, but everyone knows the world is not equal. And the world is incomplete because of the fact that we can accept lies like these, and we can't make it so that even though there is a lie that is present, that is affecting everything, we can't just admit it, and we have to cover it up with the truth. Is that it? Everyone calmly speaks of freedom. But everyone knows that there is no freedom in the world. Is that the case? Depends on how you interpret freedom. Especially if you look at humanity's collective subconscious. If you think about that, then obviously you could make a very convincing argument for there being no freedom in the world. Everyone calmly speaks of love. Yeah, fair enough. But everyone knows that love is traitorous. Everyone calmly says that you must not kill. Yeah. But everyone knows. But everyone knows that the world is brimming with murderers. Everyone calmly says that you must not lie. I like that, yeah. But everyone... But everyone knows that the speaker himself is a liar. Did anyone speak to us of this fact? No, no one did.
そのことを語る者はいません。
No one told us that fact.
なぜでしょ
And
う？
why?
なぜそのことを誰も語らないのでしょうか？
Because the world is better living well, with a lack of knowledge about what the truth is. Why did no one tell us that
簡
fact?
単なことです。
It's a simple fact.
すべての口は嘘で汚れているからです。
Yeah, reasonable, yeah. Yeah, because all their mouths are filthy with lies.
汚れた口は嘘しか吐けないのです。
A filthy mouth can speak nothing but lies. Yeah. This is the thing, Takuji genuinely believes this. I can't say he's lying at all. Almost all of them were silent. To be honest, now that I think about it, in a lot of these really, really delirious things that Takuji has been doing, I see a lack of basis of lies. I mean, I do wonder if you could interpret the conversation that he had with Kimika, all of the stuff about Zakudor and saying that Zakudor really wanted this for her and XYZ. I wonder if you could think about that, something that's genuinely believed by him. I wonder if you could think that. Almost all of them were silent. They just watched me, listened to me, listening to my every word, watching my every movement. My voice gradually grew louder. Its pitch grew more forceful. Almost like anger. Almost like grief. Almost like joy. Almost like anticipation. Yeah, no, I see that. I love that he put, that the writer put, like, grief as well. And anger. Totally. In other words, truth. The words of... Yeah, totally. The words of truth are a blade. The words of truth are a bolt of lightning. They're incredibly powerful. Oh, that's interesting. The words of truth split the sky. Split the sky that is full of lies. So the anxious words he may feel are analogies for lies.
なぜだ？なぜ人々の口は嘘で汚れているのか？
Why are the mouths of people filthy with lies?
なぜ人々の言葉は嘘で汚れるのか？
Why are their words filthy with lies?
それは悪意ゆえか？
Is it malice?
それは悪意ゆえの汚れなのか？
Is it the filth of malice?
貴様らを憎んでいるからか？
Because they hate you all?
世界を憎んでいるからか？
Because they hate the world?
だからこの世は嘘で汚れたのか？
Is that why the world is filthy with lies?
いな。
No.
答えは断じていなである。
The answer is certainly no.
悪意は嘘を言わない。
Malice doesn't lie.
悪意は汚れてなどいない。
That's odd. Malice isn't filthy.
悪意は汚れる必要などない。
Malice has no need for filth.
染まる必要のないほどに黒いものをどうやって染めることができようか？
How could one dye that which is so black that it need not be dyed?
悪意は汚れない。汚れることができぬほどに悪意は黒きものであるから。汚れるべきものは染められるもの。
That's interesting.
そう、それはまるで純白な心。
Yeah, I see that.
それはまるで正しき心。そう、それを人は善意という。人は善意ゆえに世界を嘘で汚した。人は善意ゆえに言葉で汚した。そうだ。善意、この最もおぞましき感情こそが汚れた言葉を生み出す。 地獄への道は善意で敷き詰められている。
Oh yeah, funny that's mentioned. Yep. Definitely applies to Takuji
善
as
意に
well.
よって人は地獄への道を歩む。善意は隠蔽する。我々の無意味さを、我々の無知さを。我々は何も知らず、何も分からず発生して、ただ消えてゆく。
Oh yeah, totally. Jesus fucking Christ.
善意はあらゆるものを隠蔽する。
God.
善意はあらゆる恐怖を隠蔽する。なぜ隠蔽しようとするのか。簡単なことだ。世界に意味などない。
Okay, well, I'm not gonna deny I've just read the entirety of Takuji's speech and I got to a very odd point afterwards. I'm sorry, it was just one of those parts where I couldn't put the story down. I don't really think there's any point of me including when I read the speech because, let's be honest, I was just skim reading it. I was just so interested in seeing what it was covering that I didn't really analyse anything, and I don't like doing that. I don't like reading without analysing, so I'm going to reread the scene tomorrow and we'll be able to analyse and cover everything there because a ridiculous amount of stuff was said. So I think there is a lot of source we could extract from it. Takuji's views on the world particularly, and returning the world to the sky, and lies and truth, and just in general meaning of life as well. And obviously Takuji imposing his perspective, his damaged perspective on everybody else, and him being believed because he's the saviour. Seriously interesting stuff. I'm gonna go now, but my god, I think we have a lot to look forward to tomorrow. Nothing to look forward to after the speech. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I'm not excited for that, but I am excited for the speech in general and just learning more about it. It was a really quite fun day. I'll say fun because it was interesting in terms of what it made me think about. Oh, the actual plot is just disgusting in every single way, and it's getting more and more ugly, and it's not stopping either. No way. It's just getting ugly, and it's decreasing like an exponential curve, really. Just in terms of how much more ugly it's going to get. Yeah, I'm properly scared for this. We've already seen somebody stabbed. We've already seen somebody with potential to completely ruin their life. The fuck are we going to see next? Well, to be fair, Kiyokawa has potential. We don't know whether she actually will ruin her life or not, but yeah, we'll see. Right, see you guys. Thanks for watching.